Starburns Audio.
Thank you for listening to the Starburns Audio Podcast Network. We have so many great comedy shows to add to your playlist. Just last week on Starburns Audio, on the Season 2 premiere of Humans Who Make Games, Adam Conover talks to comedian Ron Funches and Jean Goudon, creative director of the Assassin's Creed series. On Boogie Monster, Kyle Kinane and Dave Stone share a perfect recipe for the quarantined cook. This week on Profiles and Eccentricity, they cover the history of the Concussion unity cult, folks for whom a flat earth is ridiculous because they believe it's really a concave shell. Search Starburns Audio on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or any podcast platform for our full list of shows, featuring hosts like Joe Coy, Amanda Seales, Jessica Chobot, and Jackie Johnson. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Starburns Audio. Enjoy the show. Stay safe, stay healthy, and keep laughing.
Dan and Ren and Jay will share tales of folks so unaware they lack in grace and sometimes choose the life they choose will make the news. Breaking down each epic fail in Florida, there's half-price bail. I'm happy to say they couldn't make this up. So listen to our podcast jam with co-host Arm and Dan. Bender, don't be a jerk, cause when the music hits the funny hits and we are gonna take you down. Stick around. Make a sound, hunker down, it's Dumb People Town.
Hey, Townies, welcome to another episode of Dumb People Town. Population U. Population Miles.
Hello.
A-D Miles. I could go for miles and miles. I could go for... Miles is 80 Miles, one of our favorite people in the world, one of our oldest friends in comedy from New York. We all kind of started around the same time in the 90s in New York.
1890.
1890s. We've always worked with you on everything we've ever done. You were on Apartment 2F, your short film, which we used in, we used the short film. Didn't we use it in like Double Agents maybe even?
I forgot what we used.
It was early on.
Double use.
Double usage. And then we used it on, it was an instructional film about sex.
About having sex.
Having sex.
It was a 50s instructional film. Letting you know the proper procedure for procuring sex.
And what was so great is that the beginning was so 50s educational film. Your voice, your look, all of it. And then it like quickly became modern, like super quickly. But it was
doing it.
So fun. It was really, really well done. And then on Cheap Seats, you came on. I was just telling you, he played a couple times. He played he was the guy who reads the rules of roller derby. Hear ye. The men will go first. It was really stupid. The Monroe. No, you read the Monroe. No, this is what it was. In Cheap Seats, in the roller derby, they had called something the Monroe Doctrine. Not the Monroe Doctrine. It was the Monroe Doctrine. The Monroe Doctrine's a real thing. No, it's not. Oh, what's the real thing?
It does sound like a real thing.
It is not.
Okay.
It was the Monroe Doctrine. So we were like, we need to have somebody from olden times. My son just watched this episode and was going nuts. The thing, and so you were that, and then in the Ryan Seacrest Radical Outdoor Challenge, you played the guy who's like, radical! Guys, don't be sadical. It's time to get radical!
That was good.
Your character name was Manny Trillo. Well, by the way, there was a second baseman for the Philadelphia Phillies named Manny Trio.
Of course.
And so you, however, played Manny Trillo. Radical Outdoor Sports Champion. It just warms our heart. And then you've gone on to have a wonderful writing career.
Sure.
As well as a head writer on...
I got to use all three of my accents on that show as well.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Doing sketches on that, Tonight Show and whatnot. Great experience all the way around. We'll talk more about what you have coming up, but you're here, and we're trying to understand why why the world is dumber and why it's getting dumber.
Or why it feels like dumb is getting louder. Is that
I think maybe, dumb is just getting louder. It used to be people were dumb in the shadows. Yeah.
Right. They stayed quiet.
Hey, I don't talk to me. I'm dumb.
I don't know.
Embarrassed. Right. Now it's like, I'm dumb. Right. Everybody listen to me.
Yeah, that's what it is. And so we get these stories sent to us. Dan has one. Dan, shall we jump into one?
Jump into one right away.
We're going to do something we've never done before today on Dumb People Town. One person sent this in. It's a police blotter with 3 stories in it.
Oh, nice.
Great. Yes.
Try for...
So 3 blot plot.
One person sent in
all of
today's
stories. So each story will... Okay, good. I love this.
The headline reads as follows. I'll read the first one.
Okay, good.
A shoplifter with plans.
Because usually when you shoplift, doesn't that feel like an impulse buy? Is a shoplifter? I'm going to take that.
It depends on your desperation level.
Right.
You might be like, I need some Huggies.
Right. No. So this is the other day I'm with my 5-year-old at Rite Aid. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
I go through all the thing. I get this prescription. I go and get something else we need. We walk out to the car. Hemorrhoid medicine. We walk out to the car, sit in the car. She goes, Daddy, look what I got. And she holds up like a chocolate egg. Sure. And I'm like, honey, you can't just take that. And she's
go back in and pay for it?
When I haven't been back.
No. You haven't been back yet?
When I go back, I'm going to pay for it. I'll be back today or tomorrow. But
wow.
But you know what? They're gouging me on my prices.
All right. You're rationalizing stealing.
Seriously. And they also put it at eye level of a toddler to say like.
And I was like, honey, you got that and no one caught you? This is awesome. Let's get back in there and let's get some good stuff.
Toddler lifted it.
She's straight toddler.
You're my low shelf thief.
Right.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to have a problem with the receipt. You take as many Starbursts as you possibly can.
Put them in your little pockets.
We're going to swing by this Bonobos quick and order.
No, but Dan, you can't get stuff in the Bonobo.
Yeah, we're going to get some slack.
Shoplifter with plans.
These are my sizes. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
So these were sent in, all 3, but the first one, as with the next 2, were sent in by Trash Money at Rob Loves Beard.
Trash Money.
Yes.
Trash Money.
Rob Loves Beard.
Johnny Trash.
December 11th. The shoplifter.
We all remember where we were on December 11th. I think that is a day that we've all...
Never forget.
Yes, never forget.
The shoplifter planned a full evening of entertainment. A grocery store employee spotted him and radioed an off-duty Tacoma officer working a security detail in the 4500 block of South 19th Street.
Put it on the walkie.
That's too many facts and not enough sentence.
And too many numbers.
Seriously. Also, this information better pay off.
Yeah.
All of it will not.
The left-handed police officer.
Left-handed? Does that mean anything?
Why? Who suffered from insomnia. Wait, this is in the middle of the night?
Wearing a pair of aging Rockports.
A second. Where do the Rockports...
Also, they're assuming that you are using the title of this story as content for the article itself, because it starts out with an indirect reference.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
A grocery store employee spotted him and radioed an off-duty Tacoma officer working a security detail who currently has 2 mortgages and is trying.
Stop,
Come on,
Dan.
Dan.
Dan, now you're adding
we start
things
going
in.
into
I've
why
never
the
needed Cliff Notes for one sentence.
I know.
As much as I
Yeah, give me the short version of that
security
sentence.
detail in the 4500 block of South 19th Street. The shoplifter sat at a table in the deli section next to a paper bag full of food he hadn't paid for.
Okay, we did this. But like when we were in Israel, we
your
talked
Israel.
about this. Our Israel thing. We were in Israel. There was a supermarket, the Super Sol. We went there and we would
Grab
get
a
sesame sticks,
and bulk food,
and we'd walk around the rest of the
and
store.
do our food shop.
Did you think you were in the wrong?
Yeah.
No. We did not think
we knew it was wrong. Part of us knew it was.
There's part of you that knows
Or
this is
you felt
not
like you
right.
were in that gray area?
Is it a pay-by-weight situation?
Yes. So you're eating the weight. They're not going to weigh you.
That you should have to get weighed as you walk in.
Right.
And that would just simplify everything.
Right?
All of it.
Yeah.
And it would fat shame some people into buying less food.
Yeah.
Right? Whoa!
Well, hope you walk out of here with less than you came in.
It's posted digitally up so the whole store can
Some people
see.
walk in, get weighed, and leave.
I'm wearing my shoes and my belt. I've got my wallet in there as well.
Let me ask you this question.
Call in the backup restockers.
I've been trying to work this bit out. How much do you think your shoes and clothes weigh?
Can I tell you?
I can tell you exactly how much they weigh.
How much?
6.5 pounds.
No.
Really?
Yep.
Okay, because when you get on a scale, doctor's office scale, fully closed shoes.
The dumbest thing you could ever do.
I know. How much do you say, well, I'm actually...
I usually go 2 to 3 pounds
You
off.
go 2 to 3?
Yep.
2.
I weigh
go
myself
17
every morning.
pounds. I have 17.
Do you really?
Every morning,
You're in
exact
great
same
shape.
time.
You do?
Yep. I wake up, I pee to get rid of the pee weight.
Sure, of course.
Get that pee weight out of there.
And then I
How
jump
you
on the
supposed to
scale,
box?
and I see what it is. You know.
With no completely naked.
Well, now I have underwear on.
Okay.
So it's about 2 ounces.
Right.
I love that you looked at me like I'm an idiot.
No.
I got my I'm not. What do you think?
I don't walk around my own house nude.
You think I'm an exhibitionist?
Not some weirdo. This is in the 70s.
By the way, that would be the time to do it. That would be the one place that I would accept you doing.
And then what?
And then,
it records it, and it sends it to my phone to a little chart, a graph.
You've got one of them.
And then,
Wait,
and then I clothe,
Okay.
and I go on my day.
But how do you know it's 6.5?
Because it's
Because
6.5
I'll
pounds
weigh
more.
myself sometimes after coffee on my way out. I'll just jump on the scale and say, what's going on? You've got 6.5 pounds more.
So listen to me
And
right
this-
now.
yeah.
I will
And
tell
you're
you
not
that
wearing heavy
I've always
clothes.
wondered
Those are
this.
Sabas.
These are the bird.
Bird. Okay.
All birds.
Yeah.
All birds.
Okay.
So I will
Soft
tell you
shoes.
something right now. My left shoulder is hurting me to the point where I need to see the doctor.
Yes.
But I will not see the doctor because they're going to weigh me, and I'm not happy that I will be higher. So I'm like, let me be in pain
my
for a few
God.
more weeks,
Totally.
so I can lose.
Jason.
How many people have done that?
I do it.
I will not go to the doctor because I don't want the shame of being like up around
That's what they do.
179.
They do it in stones.
Miles
so you don't
believes
even
that.
know.
Oh my God! No,
179
I'm going to get in
subscribes to it.
peak physical condition
Just to
before
go
I
see
go
the
to the
doctor.
doctor.
It's like cleaning your house for the cleaning lady to come
Yeah,
over.
yeah.
Thank
or
you.
cleaning man. Okay.
cleaning person.
Cleaning person. Thank you.
So they see the guy sitting at a table in the deli section next to a paper bag full of
Right.
food he hadn't paid for.
Yes.
Which, by the way, for a guy, it all looks normal.
Mm-hmm.
Because someone would be like, "Did you pay for that?"
Yeah.
And he'd be like, "Yeah, I did."
Sure.
But you know what I'm saying? Like he
Yeah.
could answer that back
But
quickly.
also, imagine
I'm just
it's-
sitting here because I like the environment.
But imagine sometimes you bring in your own grocery bags and then you use those bags to carry your stuff around before you pay.
Oh.
So he could be like, I just sat down for a minute. I haven't gone to the checkout yet.
Right.
Like that.
But he's eating.
I'm hypoglycemic and I need energy to shop.
I bet the reusable grocery bag thing has really
doesn't say
upped
he's
shoplifting
eating.
a
Thank
lot.
you.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm
100%.
thanking you,
Yeah.
but yes.
All right.
I watched a woman steal a bottle of wine at Gelson's in Franklin Village.
And you didn't say anything?
Okay, so
You're part of the problem.
I'm watching her, and she's got all of her stuff at the bottom of her cart, and there's a bottle of wine.
This is what I imagine Dan said, even though he probably didn't do this.
You everything okay up there?
No, no. She comes out. No,
The old classic, everything okay.
One word response.
Do you think they're joking?
This is Dan.
passive-aggressive
Okay,
man.
this is Dan in
No,
a
I'm
nutshell.
aggressive.
Miles, this is Dan in a nutshell. She steals the wine. Dan watches the whole thing. She comes out with her cart, and Dan, in one word, admonishes her and lets her know. He just looks at her and is like, "Ma'am."
You're not far off, man. So I sit there and I watch her.
Let's take a look inside that bag.
I think to myself, Oaks is across the street. Maybe she brought her own wine in. She had already paid for that, right?
People
You're
walk
giving
around.
her the benefit of the doubt.
She
So
goes-
the
goes
cart
to
is
checkout.
moving forward.
She
The
goes to
wine's on the bottom,
checkout,
right?
She goes through everything. She doesn't take the wine out of it, okay? She then starts to like walk away, and she's just a few feet away. I go, you know, she had wine in the bottom of her cart. And there goes,
God.
oh, that's why she kept asking us for bags. Like she was doing something weird. I'm like,
Uh-huh.
yeah, well, she just like walked out of here with your wine. So then they go, we should get security. And I go, well, get your security. Then I realized
This would be the time.
security isn't going to do the job.
No. So you have to do.
No, Dan.
So
What did
Dan,
you do?
walk
Dan-
outside.
Vigilante justice.
Dan,
I
we're-
walk
but
up-
you have to understand that when he was younger, he worked at Marshall Fields as a like
Sweater folder.
loss prevention. So it's
Okay.
like which is
basically this.
It's
You stop
shoplifting.
people from shoplifting. So I walk outside. She gets into a Mercedes SUV.
You're a shop.
What year?
Probably like 2013.
Yeah, she's struggling. She's struggling.
Makes sense.
Yeah, she can't afford one. This is like almost like
gets
6
it.
years old.
She gets in
Pre 2015.
Yeah.
and she's like loading
This is
everything. I'm
Obama.
like,
This is an Obama
Wait,
era.
2013. No. But this is why 2013 is important. 2013 tells me it's not a lease.
Oh, yeah.
There are no 6-year leases.
I'm running the wheels off this thing, honey. It's the last car I'm ever getting. I can't even afford wine anymore.
She loads everything. I watch her. She gets in the front seat. Security still hasn't come, so I walk over and I get behind her SUV.
Dan.
Your body or your...
Yes. Me. She gets in the passenger seat because somebody's been waiting for her in the car.
2013. I don't even know if there's a rear camera on this, Dan. You're taking
you're
your
right,
life
Dan.
in your own hands.
Your life in your own hands, Dan.
So then they see me in the thing, and I go, stop. Wait right there.
Dan!
Because I'm like, the guy might not know that she stole this. The guy was waiting for her.
You're taking a huge risk.
So I walk up to the window, and I walk up, and she's holding the wine up.
Like a baby.
Like, look at, I got it. Like showing the guy. And I tap on the window, and she goes, yeah. She rolls the window, and I go, yeah, that wine? They want to talk to you about it. And she goes, what? I'm like, the security's coming right now. They want to just ask you about this wine because I think you forgot to pay for it.
Oh, but you made it in such a way like you might have forgotten.
You gave her the option of making a mistake.
She goes, what? And I go, the wine that was in the bottom of your cart that you're now holding up.
Are you talking louder now?
Yes. For it.
Dan, your volume is going up.
The 2016 Rio
Yes.
that you are holding.
Yes.
By the way,
I saw what else you bought. That's not what you pair that with.
Listen, let it breathe. You don't want to decant it.
You should have opened that a week ago.
You know what that pairs well with? Paying for it.
Yeah.
Right.
I'll tell you one thing. You decant pay for stuff.
So then,
it's my favorite kids show about wine. You can't do that on television.
She goes, what? And I said, you need to pay for it. So they're going to come and talk to you. Okay. So then I just kind of step away. She rolls out the window.
And they drive off.
She rolls out the window, and I hear the guy go, what? And as it rolls up, and then I just kind of step back. I'm not in their way. I'm not. If they want to get crazy and peel out, I'm not. And I kind of step back away, and then I watch just the most lackadaisical, just security guards come. 2 guys just come walking out of the thing, and I'm like, right here, right? And they're like, yeah. And they walk, and she looks over. They just back out. And they pull away. Yep. And I go,
yeah.
Way to go, guys!
A 1 mile per hour escape.
We did it today.
Now you're mad at these guys.
Oh, I fired them.
Yeah.
We did it today, guys. Way to go.
Dan, you almost made a citizen's arrest.
Yeah.
That is
so annoyed with this woman.
Of course, because...
Well, why, though?
Stealing wine.
So,
come on. What is she?
She's probably got her reasons.
Jason's daughter?
Uh-huh.
Look,
what?
Maybe she is.
My daughter has only stolen wine once.
Yeah.
And it was exactly
at my request.
Right. Yeah. It was exactly what I had written down.
Yeah. It was at knee level.
It was a Chilean El Diablo
at knee level.
At knee level.
A rosé. We're not drinking rosé. It's October. Go back in there.
Go back in there.
Get your seasons right. What do you think? This is the summertime? Get it right.
Yeah.
Eventually, the guy who had been sitting next to a bag full of food, he stood up and walked to the bathroom. He browsed the electronics section, came back, picked up the bag, and headed for the exit.
How slowly did he browse the electronics?
You know, he's like, let me just, and he just stared at the same PlayStation.
I still like
game.
cassettes, he said to himself.
I want a monster cable.
I need one of them monster cables.
Yeah.
The officer stopped him. Together, the pair walked to the loss prevention office.
Yes.
Hey, come on, bud. Like they're friends. Come on. Come with me.
I'll show you something back here.
Let's take a walk.
Let me show you something.
The paper bag contained 2 bottles of soda, 2 bags of chips, a bag of fried chicken, and a serving of mashed potatoes.
So he's healthy.
Great.
So he is healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Good meal.
The man said he was hungry.
I'm not going to lie to you. That sounds fantastic.
Mashed potatoes and chips?
Yes. You put the chips in the mashed potatoes?
Little starches. Yeah.
I don't care.
The man said he was hungry. As the officer frisked him, 3 DVDs fell out of his coat pocket.
Oh, boy. Where did those come from?
He had a whole night.
Dan, I wish you were sitting across from him. Sir, where are you going?
Sir, the man said he wanted to watch movies. He said he didn't want to use funds.
Wait. That was his excuse?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I just want to watch
movies.
I believe it's America.
Hey, sue me for wanting to watch
Sue me for the cost of these 3 DVDs, okay?
Okay.
He said he didn't want to use the funds he had because it wasn't enough to pay for what he wanted. Why don't you use the money
That's
you
a
have?
pretty good excuse.
It's very logical.
I don't have enough.
And he answered it in a way that trying to make
them feel
stupid. How come you didn't use the money?
I don't know. Maybe because I don't have enough money. Okay.
Right. Like, well, you got me there.
What do you think?
Give me your wallet. Give me your billfold. Maybe I will be able to pay for it.
What do you think I didn't use it?
Well, why don't we throw all our money together on the table and then we'll see how fair it is.
The officer then found a bottle of rich and rare whiskey in the man's coat.
Wait, no. Is that a
type?
Oh, it's a type,
I
or
believe
it's
so.
a actual label?
They capitalized it, so I think it is
Rich and Rare.
Rich and Rare.
It's an actual brand.
This
okay.
is
Rich and Rare, by the way, my favorite country duo ever.
By the way,
Rich and Rare,
and it's also my favorite comedy duo. It's
cheesecake and lukewarm steak.
Rich and Rare.
Isn't there a rich in somebody?
If it says
big and rich,
it says Rich and Rare on the thing,
okay,
it is not rich.
No,
nor is it rare.
The officer found a bottle of rich and rare whiskey in the man's coat. So I love that as far as this goes, more and more stuff is falling out of his clothing.
Yeah.
Yes, like the old Belushi shoplifting sketch.
Yeah, exactly.
The man admitted taking it. The store employee, of course you are. Buddy, it's
all right. Rich and Rare you got.
All right.
Yeah, rich and Rare.
I hope he's like, hey, you
that.
stopped me for the bag. Whatever you found after that, you did not have probable cause for, sir.
There might be a smart bulb up my butt.
And it was only because I had a good idea.
I've got a lava lamp in my shoe. There's a Himalayan lava lamp
in my shoe.
The store employee told the man he was being trespassed from the grocery store forever. That's forever.
You're banning this guy forever,
or until that person no longer works here.
Right.
That's how this always works.
How do you?
Right. The man said he understood and signed a form saying so. They made him sign a never come back thing.
Yeah, I'm banned from pumping much forever.
The officer booked the man to the Pierce County Jail on suspicion of third-degree theft and a set of prior arrest warrants. We will leave on this. How old do you think this guy is?
Okay, so
let's review. He wants 3 DVDs, Rich and Rare whiskey. He likes 2 bottles of soda, 2 bags of chips, and a bag of fried chicken. And a serving of mashed potatoes.
Okay. So now you can, since you're our guest, you can go either first TIG or third. TIG is between me and Jason.
Okay, great. I'm going to go first.
Okay.
Just because I'm going to go for the one that I actually think it is.
He's a person who tells you matter-of-factly, hey,
He's
I wanted
32
to watch
years
movies.
old.
32?
Yep.
Okay. All right, 32. Jay or Rand?
He's 39.
39.
Oh, jeez. $1.
No, don't worry about prices, right?
No,
it can be over. It's close.
It can be over. I think he's 26 years old.
Okay.
26 years old.
Nice. We're pretty grouped.
We're
it's somewhere. We're in a 14-year
range. What?
Is it between all of our ages? Okay.
Oh, my God. We all ate it.
So then I win.
This guy could be 53, all right?
He can be old for sure. Rich and Rare.
The man in the deli section with the bag of food who perused the electronics.
And then just kept having stuff fall out of him.
Right. Yeah, movies and whiskey.
He's still
and
ambitious.
Yes.
You know, he's got a little fight left in him.
He'll tell you the truth. He's not going to bullshit you. It's because I don't have enough money.
It's just happened to me before.
Yeah.
Get your answers in now, Tony. We'll close out the first of our 3-parter from one person by saying the man is 75 years old.
Oh, my God.
75?
Yeah. Idle hands are the devil's workshop.
I mean, also, what are you going to do to him? You know?
Exactly.
Right.
He's like, all right, cool, busted. I'm banned for the rest of my life. The next 6 months, I can't come back here.
Thank you. I didn't want to come back here.
That's story 1.
There you go. Down the book. 80 Miles is with us. It's
Yay.
Dumb People Town. We'll find out what he's got going on right after this.
Stick around, make a sound for more Dumb People Town.
It's a trying time that challenges all of our basic assumptions. However, one thing that brings us all together is our common humanity. Now, more than ever, teams must come together and work together to solve big challenges. And Trello is here to help. Trello, part of Atlassian's collaborative suite, is an app with an easy-to-understand visual format. Plus, tons of features that make working with your team functional and just plain fun. Teams of all shapes and sizes and companies like Google, Fender, and even Costco all use Trello to collaborate and get work done. With Trello, you can work with your team wherever you are, whether it's at home or in an office. No matter what device you're using, computer, tablet, or phone, Trello syncs across all of them, so you can stay up to date on all the things your team cares about. Keep your workflow going from wherever you are with Trello. Try Trello for free and learn more at Trello.com. That's Trello.com. Trello.com.
Hey guys, welcome back to Dumb People Town. Our guest is 80 Miles. He's a great follow on Instagram. It's 80, the number, right? And then Miles, correct?
Yep, that's right.
And on Twitter. And on Twitter, right?
Same on Twitter?
Same everywhere. Yeah.
Please follow him.
Singularly branded.
He is fantastic. Yeah. He's one of the funniest people we know.
Let me ask you, your years working and writing for daily TV.
Yeah.
How
250 episodes a year.
Wow.
Insane.
Crazy.
Yeah, I made 1,500 episodes of that.
How did that
format.
change the way you view writing or view writing jokes?
Makes me a lot less precious.
That's what I was going to ask you.
That's great.
That was one of the things I took away from the Gary
training.
Shandling documentary, was when Leno was like, if I did what he did, I would go nuts because you have 6 days to like get this right.
Right.
We have to be like, that's good. That's good. Move.
And what's great about it is you realize there's no difference. So there would be things that we'd throw out the door and they would be like sublimely like perfect. Everything was great. And there would be other things that you fastidiously honed and changed around. And then it would just be, you go out there and everybody would be like,
I always say this. I always say this to new like UCB.
Funny to us in the room.
yeah.
I always say this to new UCB and like mod teams. I'm like, you'll get your name in the first 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Because that idea is like, we got to keep working this. It's got to be like, no, so whoever says triple double, that's your name.
That's
like,
your name. There you go.
Yeah. But it's that preciousness.
Comedy by the pound. You're not precious about it anymore.
Yeah.
It makes you freeze you up a little bit. Yeah.
That's awesome.
What part of your comedy writing got sort of honed the best through this whole process?
Oh, I think it'd be responding to things that are in the news. You know, like I normally would my comedy is all about basically just making up shit, fake stories or whatever. But this is a way of actually
So
paying
you mean
attention.
the regular news as per our president?
Hey.
Ouch.
Hang on a second. What's the deal with the news?
Totally, yeah. So being able to respond, I was paying attention to it, which I didn't do before.
By the way, amazing skill, because also like your stuff before you kind of jumped into all this, character based, like you come up
all of it
as a character for like the whole set of comedy that you would do would be as.
But
this
I know
person.
you also told personal stories from your life
that I would greatly exaggerate.
Right.
You know.
Correct.
But
the sex swing was one of my favorite stories.
Yeah. There might or might have not been a sex swing.
Yeah.
It may have been a what do you call solo flex.
Solo flex.
I was the asshole that bought a solo flex. Yeah. Oh yeah. $900.
At least it wasn't a Bowflex.
Solo flex, even in the name, sounds lonely.
Oh yeah, totally.
You're the only one doing it.
You gonna stick some rubber bands in your basement?
It's a solo flex.
Necked asshole.
I can't talk to people. I'm on my solo flex.
You mind if I work out with you?
Don't touch my solo flex. No. Now I'm gonna have to bleach it.
It's called solo flex
for a reason.
Yeah. I'm only allowed to flex when I'm alone.
Get the duo flex.
It's called a Peloton.
That is amazing though that you just developed all that in that time and then sort of
gave all I could to the format.
Right.
Yeah. And then decided to come back out here.
Which
and
I
you're
love.
Back out here now, developing your own stuff.
Yeah.
Working on it as you are.
Yeah.
And
selling things.
Yeah.
It's great.
It is
that?
good. It's good. You guys know how it is.
Yeah, it's
you sell something.
You
then
get
you want
excited.
to
Close the deal.
Then you want it to see the light of day.
Oh
and
no! Don't worry about that. You'll write it.
To go from the immediacy of like
we think of it, we write it, it goes on TV.
Right.
Yeah. Oh God. What?
To like
It
now
should
I have to
happen that way.
write this thing for 3 months and then wait for someone to give me notes.
Oh,
for a
the
month.
notes. I love that.
I like
the feedback.
Like TV.
It's always right.
To family pictures.
Yes.
Almost all the ones you take are just going to end up in an album.
Oh, sure.
But
Or
every once in a
shoebox.
while, one goes up on the wall. But you
That
take
one?
100 that end up just in an album, in a book that nobody ever sees. So you sell this project, you're like, you guys putting this in the album? You're putting it on the wall? Because it seems like you just have a lot of albums.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can get caught up in it. I remember the very first thing I sold was something that I was going to be in. This was like in 98 or something. And there was a part of the contract that talked about how much money I was going to get for every coffee mug they sold with my face on it.
Right.
So I immediately
is-
go straight to, oh my God.
I'm going to make so much
I'm
money.
going to make so much money on the coffee mugs
Yeah, exactly.
alone. And there's like, never sees the light of day.
Right.
You never get to the coffee mugs. You don't get to anything. Yeah.
Guys, on coffee mugs alone, I should have a pool in my New York apartment.
Let's
right,
start
guys?
the construction on the pool.
Honey, do we want the helipad to be retractable? I think so, right?
I mean, the coffee mug. This is coffee mug money we're playing with, guys.
It
It can
doesn't
go
matter.
anywhere.
Do you know what happens if they turn this into a pinball machine?
We are rolling in it.
We can buy and sell children.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully with our banter about dumb people and dumb things, we will be making something.
Sure.
Yeah. No, I'm very excited. I told you I was jealous.
I know. Thank you.
It's like the best compliment you can give anyone.
You heard about our show and you're like, why didn't I think of that?
Damn it.
So that
for you.
You're here now helping us kind of go through this, which I'm so happy that you're here.
Very
80
excited.
miles. Let's jump into the second of the 3 stories on the police blotter.
Sent in by @RobLovesBeard. All right, ready? Okay. The launch had failed, and Mom reminded her son one more time.
So is this the male version of failure to launch? Which,
is that a thing? Like launches get your kids out of the house?
I've said this, Dan.
Oh, yeah. You launched them out of the nest.
How much of a better movie would Failure to Launch have been if McConaughey was the Dallas Buyers Club McConaughey in that movie?
Losing weight and he had
dying
AIDS.
of AIDS,
Yeah.
like losing weight, just totally in it. I mean, that's a better movie.
Yeah.
It's a darker
He's frail.
movie.
It's
frail. He can barely rock
Fragile
climb with his friends.
emotionally and physically.
His best friend is a cross-dressing Skeet Ulrich. Okay,
Sure.
The
3, 2, 1.
dispatch call reported domestic violence. 2 sheriff's deputies drove to the 1000 block of Violet Meadow Street.
Violent Meadow?
I know.
Okay.
Violet.
One N away.
They spoke to a woman who
think
said
it's
the
Jared
back of
Leto.
her head was hurting. She thought...
Skeet Ulrich, Jared Leto is not the same.
Skeet Ulrich is the
That's
guy
not
from
the same.
Metallica.
Fine, okay.
No, Skeet Ulrich is not from Metallica.
That's Lars Ulrich. God damn it.
Leto.
Skeet Leto.
Skeet Leto is in Metallica.
By the way, Skeet Leto is a great pen name
Yes.
or
Oh, yeah.
acting
Leto.
name or
Yes.
something.
Skeet
It's
Leto.
available to anyone.
Skeet
Skeet Leto.
Leto gives horrible advice. They spoke to a woman who said the back of her head was hurting. She thought she'd been stabbed but wasn't sure. I hope none of you ever have to say that sentence in your life. You're living in a bad circle if you're
you've
like
been stabbed in the back of your head,
and
you
you're
don't know.
not sure.
Yeah.
you're done. You're
Too
finished.
many people in your life have knives.
Wasn't
if you're
that like-
I don't know if I was
This could be a lot of things. It could be a head stabbing.
right.
It could be
You know what
a
that
little bit
guy
of dandruff.
Left the cupboard
Some
open and
psoriasis.
stood up too
Yep.
fast.
Yeah.
Tell you what Jeff needs, a good
A
head
head bonk.
stabbing.
This could be a cadmium bonking. So many
Head stabbing or dandruff.
Yeah.
One of the two.
Yeah.
But just to say the phrase, it may or may not be a head stabbing. The confusion.
You're
in
living
that,
an interesting life.
You are. You're in a way more violent
You're
life than I've
giving
ever been.
leeway where there is none.
Sure.
This next sentence is essentially the holiday decorations in Dumb People Town. Empty cans of Budweiser littered the living room.
There we go.
Someone just
That's how
got
I know
married.
the intruders are coming in.
The deputies guessed the woman had drained at least some of them. I love that they were like,
Yeah.
we're not
Drained
putting
them.
all these on. And drained.
Drain them
Because that means shotgunned it.
yeah.
Sucked
Drain
them
them
dry.
doesn't mean you just politely drank them.
No.
That means
Drain
you
is
got
like,
a straw out and it was like,
The last sip did not just go politely down the throat.
no.
Drained it.
Drained it. And some of them. So they're saying like,
There's some sloshy ones down there
she
still rolling around.
definitely drained.
She had help.
She drained some of them.
some of them. Her speech was slurred. She said she had a few. That's my favorite. How many did you have? Few?
A couple.
How many did you have?
Well, not enough, obviously.
I don't know how to fit.
Few is
I don't know. I can't count them.
yes, you can.
I
No,
think I
can't.
got stabbed in the head.
1, 2, D. I told you,
Ma'am,
can't count 'em.
ma'am.
Yeah, no, you're doing
He's
letters.
now doing
now.
letters.
That's not. That's
She
not
said that she had argued with her son earlier. He was 28, still living at home.
That's not such a big deal.
What was he going to do with his life?
It's a great question. It's a great question.
Yeah, but not one you pose to the police officers while drunk.
That's true. Also a great point.
You're
there.
here to help them because she might be stabbed. How about you start helping me?
Well, no,
What's
they're
my
like,
son?
ma'am, how many beers did you have? And she's like, I got a question for you. When's he gonna move out of the house?
Okay, I'll tell you how many beers I got if you tell me when you're going to move out.
What's he gonna do with his life?
He's 28. All right.
At that point,
And
what?
he's living alone.
No,
It's
but
28.
She's
You
like,
look just like Burt Reynolds. Did everybody tell you that before?
yes, I get that a lot.
All right.
I get that a lot.
Cowball Run.
No.
This is the
It's
best
not the
movie
movie.
of all
It's
Hey,
not
time.
his best movie.
Hey,
It's not
Bandit,
Longest
when's this
Yard.
guy gonna leave?
And then stop. It's Longest Yard. If you
By the way,
want to talk about Longest Yard,
I
I'll
watched
talk
Smoking the
about Burt
Bandit.
Reynolds.
I watched Smoking the Bandit, a little bit of it
Oh, dude.
this past weekend.
how
and
much gum was he chewing on every line?
I literally said to my wife, I said to my wife, I'm like, that's our Halloween costumes next year.
Oh, Ooh,
yeah,
that's great.
Solid.
That's
Bandit.
great.
I got
There
the
you go.
stash to make it happen.
But here's the thing. All right, so did she make up the stabbing to get them in the house to then get other adults to pressure this kid to get out of the house? You know what I'm saying?
Was it all a ruse? Because first off, isn't this like a 5-second investigation? Ma'am, turn around.
Yes.
Not
No
stabbing.
No stabbing.
Right. Well, I guess when it says, what was he going to do with his life? She's saying what she fought with her son about?
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's what they were fighting about. What's he going to do with
At that point, the son's girlfriend knocked the woman to the ground and hit her in the back of the head.
So there's another person in the room?
Yes.
So, no, she's saying that happened before you got here. So I got knocked in the back of the head by the son's girlfriend.
Not you gotta get it out, and then his girlfriend came in and
Deputy spoke to the
small
son.
lady, buddy.
And she like got all the pronouns mixed up.
and then her girlfriend came over and then he hit me.
Who hit you? The boy?
I don't know.
The girlfriend hit me.
They them, so it's hard to tell a story.
The girlfriend
weighs 75 pounds.
and she could have had a stabbing thing in there.
She hit me with a book, and the book had a knife in it.
You ever read one of them knife books?
She hit me with a book about knives, so I got
Yeah,
stabbed.
rusty ice cream scoop.
There was still mint chocolate chip in it, and it tasted good.
All right.
Oh, boy.
Okay. Deputy spoke to the son and the girlfriend. The son, this is a sad and great sentence. The son said his mother always got brave when she drank and always harped on his failures.
Yep.
I mean, that is
Always got brave.
classic.
By the way, always
watch me get brave.
Always got brave. To
I'll
me,
bet. Yeah.
that feels like Ernest Hemingway talking about his own drunkenness.
Yeah.
This is when I get brave.
They argued, and she trailed him down the hall. That was when the girlfriend stepped in.
Oh, yeah.
The girlfriend
Stabbed in.
admitted it. The girlfriend admitted it. She said she smacked mom twice in the back of the head with, and I'm going to tell you, as good as we are at improv, you wouldn't have heightened
Nobody
to this
would have
level.
Rusty ice cream scoop.
That is
That's
good.
pretty damn good.
Old pineapple.
Yeah. Calcified pineapple.
And all.
Commemorative plate. Hit them on the back of the head with
Frozen dildo.
a bottle of apple-flavored Crown Royal.
There you go.
Yes.
These are classy people.
Rich and rare.
Gonna get it.
Deputies checked the mother for injuries. She refused treatment. They booked the girlfriend into the Pierce County Jail on suspicion.
Uh-oh, somebody's out of view.
Someone's
misdemeanor.
suspicious.
Assault.
Oh,
That's story number 2.
Ow! So my question to you is the girlfriend living in the house with them? Because that to me feels like an argument.
Well, couple of smacks to me indicates familiarity.
Right.
Yeah.
I gave her a couple of smacks.
Right. And you
One the first time.
you use the liquor bottle that if
That
it
you
breaks, no one's going to miss.
Yeah.
You don't do that with the Canadian Club.
No.
You do that with the apple.
The rich and rare.
Crown
We
Royal.
don't do
Yeah.
that with the Grey Goose. But here's my question for her: is that, for him, does the fact that she stepped in and hit his mom on his behalf,
does that improve her standing
right?
with him?
Does she go from girlfriend to fiance with that move? Is that a
you
bump
do
up
always want your person to have your
Stand
back.
up for you.
Always have your
or
back.
have
Even
your
in
back
the-
by hitting your mom in the back,
Yeah.
slapping
in the
her around
head.
a little bit.
Crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Two
That's
smacks.
That's all it took.
Two
smacks,
smacks.
I'll
It's
do-
like
there you
Randy
go.
Moss.
Two
shots of Crown Royal.
Stop.
My
Yeah.
favorite, the craziest thing in the Randy Moss, like
30 for
ESPN
30.
30 for 30, who when he
Ran
was
you.
in high school, got into a fight with a kid and stomped on his neck twice.
What?
And he just stomped on his neck twice. And he, in the interview, because Randy Moss is now a Hall of Fame guy, and he's, an announcer, and he's got a career and everything.
Of course.
He just glosses over it so fast. I just stomped on his neck twice.
And then
That's it.
I ran out of
Then I
there.
ran out of there. We're like, wait, back up. You
gotta be
stomped
careful.
on a
Stomped
man's neck
Ugh.
twice?
That
Not
gives
just
me-
one.
I
slapped
just hit her in the back of the head twice.
Yeah.
With an apple Crown Royal. And that was it. All right, story
All right,
two.
story
Jonathan
two.
Brooks, can you tease us with what we're going to be enjoying in segment 3?
A man with a backpack and not a plan.
There you go.
A man, a backpack, not
no
a plan.
So we had shoplifting with a plan and a man in a backpack
Yes.
with no plan. All right, 80
Got it.
Miles is with us. Story 3 coming up right after the break.
Stick around, make a sound. There's more Dumb People Town.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show. We want to remind people.
We have to announce
that
at Moon Tower Comedy Festival, we are doing a live Dumb People Town at Moon Tower. We are working on the guests right now, although we usually have 2 guests when we do it live. I believe Eliza Skinner, the great Eliza Skinner, who is fantastic and was fantastic on the show. She will be there. It is Friday night, 7:30 at 800 Congress, which is a big venue. I want to sell it out.
Austin is enough reason to go to Austin. Moon Tower is a phenomenal reason to go to Austin. Dumb People Town at Moon Tower in Austin.
Absurd.
Come on, friends.
It's Friday, April 26th, I believe it is.
Yeah, that is correct.
26th, 7:30 p.m. prime time. It's going to be a killer show.
Come to that, and then we've got a bunch of other shows that we'll all be doing.
We'll be doing it live again here at Largo.
Largo on May 7th. And we're working on the guests for both of those. We'll announce those as soon as we land them, but I believe Eliza Skinner is the one. So there you go.
Nice.
All right, let's rock on
Let's jump back in.
Yeah.
The car prowler tried to say someone gave him the backpack. The story fell apart quickly. As it would. This was sent in, believe it or not, by...
I believe it. It's the same guy.
At Rob Loves Beard.
Thanks, brother. Every time.
Thank
you.
The dispatch call came from 6800 block of 166th Avenue East near Sumner.
Cesspool.
I mean, like, put it on the walking tour.
I thought you were going to say the call. I thought you said the call.
Dumb People Town walking tour? I want that.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Somebody has made a map, right?
Someone has made a map and pinned every location.
This is where they found the dentures below that bush.
You're not lying? That was with Pete Holmes.
I listened to it. It's very funny.
Yeah. This is where the grease fire started in the dumpster in the fight.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say the call was coming from inside the backpack, which is every horror
that
movie.
would be pretty good.
The caller said someone was sleeping in his car in his driveway.
Yeah.
So he left the car unlocked. Yeah. Somebody needed a snooze.
See? Dumb People Town.
Always lock your car. I get on my wife about this.
I could take a load off.
Your cars, don't be dumb.
Honey, are you in the car? No.
Someone is.
Every night before I go to bed, I put the alarm on inside the house. I put the thing towards the driveway.
Whip, whip, whip.
Make sure it's locked.
Why not?
Why
not?
How hard is that?
Why not?
It's part of my routine.
Yeah,
it's part of my sleep hygiene.
Then he weighs himself.
So we'll go out and do
that. Then he takes out his clothes.
Then I do my nightly weighing.
Nightly weighing.
And then I'm like, oh boy, I'm going to sweat some off tonight.
The weighing of 80 miles.
That was a very good Mr. Burns.
The nightly weighing of 80 miles.
That might be my favorite one of yours.
Thank you.
Nice, pretty good.
Excellent.
In the midst of the call, the prowler really gives this person a lot of prestige.
Prowler, way cooler.
Yes.
By the way,
the snoozer.
Right.
Yeah.
Prowler and cat burglar.
The tired boy.
The same.
Yeah. But he's out prowling.
Right.
Prowling connotes sneaking around a windowsill.
In a black turtleneck.
Yeah, in a black turtleneck and a mask. A Lone Ranger mask.
Giving an apple talk.
And a longshoreman hat.
And I'm just going to add jerking off.
In the midst of the call.
Oh, boy.
Prowling. I can see right in here.
This window is askew.
In the midst of the call, the prowler woke, and the owner yelled at him. The man walked away carrying a black backpack. Well, there you get your prowler. A little touch of prowler with the black backpack. But I love that he woke up during the call, so that means the guy went out to the car and stood by it like, yes, I'm calling the cops now. Like,
hey!
Yeah.
And the guy's like,
Deputies drove to the scene. They soon found the prowler walking on the side of the road away from the listed address. He was rummaging through the backpack. The deputies...
So the backpack is not his.
No one rummages their own stuff.
That's right. Well, what did I put in here?
Oh, right. Yeah. No, he wouldn't just grabbed a bunch of stuff and then later said, like, well, let's see what it was.
See what we got.
I don't have that Hummel figurine. That'll add to the collection.
Bar?
Yeah.
What is that? What am I, at a comedy festival? Kind bar.
The only place you'll ever see kind bars.
I know. And aqua hydrate water.
Yeah.
It's at every comedy festival.
Do you have something that I take one bite of it and it explodes in a storm of crumbs? Yes. Thank you.
Because I want to walk on stage.
Have you tried this kind bar? Explodes.
Deputies drove to the scene.
Tornado of crumbs.
I wish they'd said biked.
Yeah.
They soon found the prowler walking on the side of the road, as I said, rummaging the backpack. The deputy stopped him and cuffed him. The man...
hard to do to rummage and walk. Can we give the guy a little credit?
Sure.
Oh, I hate that.
He's rummaging and walking. The rummage
and
walk.
chewing gum.
The great rummage walk of 2019.
For some reason, you have not put your keys in your pocket, so you're like going through your stuff while walking to... Yeah.
Sure.
Rummage walk 2000.
The man admitted he woke up in someone's car. like Sam in Quantum Leap.
Busted.
That's where I came to.
You got me.
But I hope that they're like, because officers always love to ask that open-ended first question to see who hangs themselves. Yeah. What are you doing tonight? How you doing tonight? Yeah, I slept in someone's car. Okay.
I never thought about that before. It's always like, how you doing tonight?
Yeah. What's going on? What's going on?
I hit her.
I'm stabbing people.
In the back of the head.
Seems to be bothering you.
What are you doing?
You got a branch through your ribs.
What?
Does that hurt? Does that hurt you?
As they're slow driving alongside of him.
Wait, so
did you hear the gravel under the
There's
tires?
a motorcycle under your bumper.
Yeah? You tired? You a tired person today?
The around the way questioning.
Dan, you're also talking to him like the way you talk to little kids when you know they messed up.
100%.
You need a little water?
Yeah.
Looks like your hand's on fire. You know it's on fire right now? It hurts, huh? Does it hurt you bad?
Cop to perp, same as parent to toddler.
Yeah, that's it.
100%.
Always. Parent equals
You
parent
having
to
a rough
toddler.
night?
Maybe when you stop crying, we'll help you figure out what's wrong.
Okay.
That's
Are we going to cry about it, or are we going to use our voice and talk to each other?
Right. Let's just get you in the back of the car to you
Get
settle
up off
down.
the ground.
Come on.
Let's
Come on.
use our words.
No, you can get yourself in the car.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Well,
That's good.
there is the moment where if someone catches you like that, why wouldn't you just say, "I'm you from the future"? And then there's a question as to whether or not. All right,
Maybe.
what if you
even if
you
it's
make
like
7 bad decisions and you suddenly become me?
Right.
And now you're getting the person thinking, well, what if they're right?
What if this?
What if there's a shred of truth in this?
Yeah. 3% chance this guy could be me from the future.
So the deputy stopped him. He admitted he woke up in someone's car. He said he fell asleep there after partying at the house. Well, should have said a house. Now you're saying there was a party happening in the same...
house.
No.
Is there a place called the house?
Is
that like a bar?
Yeah, it could be.
Could be.
He didn't know whose car it was. Some guy chased him away, at which point I hope he tried to file a complaint on that guy.
Yeah. Mind your own business.
Right.
He chased me away. He was very rude.
Yeah.
Very rude when he tried to chase me away.
Didn't ask me to get away.
No.
He
used an aggressive tone.
Yeah.
I would have gone straight away if he would have just knocked on the window and said, "What are you doing?"
Deputies took the backpack. All the zippers were open. Now, have you ever found anything that's been stolen? That's always how it is.
Oh, yeah,
Every
totally.
single thing is open. It's all open.
Nope.
'Cause at first I thought that was weird that they
You don't
noted
have time to zip it back up.
You don't care. You're throwing this away.
Yeah,
you're
not
taking.
gonna zip
You're
it
taking.
back up.
They took it back to the address. The man identified it along with the black shoes inside, which means the guy watched him walk away with his book bag and didn't realize it.
Well, no, he's like, cops will get it back.
Cops will get it back.
That's a lot of faith.
I'm going to turn this over to the authorities. I'll let them deal
quickly.
Other items were missing, including sweats and a T-shirt. The prowler was wearing both of them.
Oh, yes!
with it. And also,
Found them.
that's all they're stealing in these stories.
I know. It's not a lot.
It's like
it's just dumb.
A pack of paper napkins.
And a Tabasco bottle from Chipotle,
just like
which
nothing's
you're
ever
allowed
good.
to take.
3 hair ties. Hair ties.
A neon scrunchie.
In the midst of the incident, the deputy spoke to a Sumner police officer who said the man had been involved in an earlier incident at a grocery store.
Oh,
Is
wait
this
a minute.
our guy?
No way.
Is this our guy?
No way.
Dan, what if
This is
this is our guy?
Dumb people inception.
Oh, my God.
So
This is our guy who
so-
wraps around.
You're having a bad night when you've had a confrontation in a grocery store.
Sure.
And you're like, I just want to get some rest in someone else's car.
Why?
Yeah.
That's all I want.
All I need is a sweatshirt.
A sweatshirt, T-shirt. I need to
and
rifle
sweats.
through someone's backpack and suddenly
Rummage. No one rifled. No one rifled.
I hate to tell you, it is not our same guy.
God.
But I
damn it.
wanted you to be able to live in is the cat dead or not for as long as I could.
For a
Okay.
brief moment, I thought it was the same guy, and I
I
was
know,
really
I
excited.
know, I
Same
know.
type of
Thank
guy.
you for
Yeah.
letting us have that moment.
I
Coach.
wanted you to. He'd been in an incident at the grocery store. He'd been threatening people and ran into the street where a car hit him, and he'd bashed the windshield. This guy's had a full night,
Nice.
guys.
No wonder he needed a rest.
He's had
Yes.
a month's worth of bad things.
He's just
you
trying to
get
get his
hit-
watch back.
If you get hit and you bash a windshield. So did he get hit and
He got
bash the
hit.
He got
and
hit, and he
he
rolled up and
bashed-
hit the windshield.
And he
Yeah.
bashed the windshield, which makes me think,
With his head.
yeah.
Okay.
He tried to
Rolled
jump
up the
up
trunk.
and rolled up and boom and hit it.
Right.
Ba-pow.
Yeah.
That could be your whole night right there.
Or I imagine that he got hit by the car, got up.
Mad at the car, blamed the car.
I'm walking here.
Right.
Hey.
I'm breaking your windshield
Yeah,
now.
I'm rummaging here.
I'm in between sexually harassing women here.
Oh.
Deputies asked.
You know what, Dan? It reminds me of people who come to comedy shows in New York, and you'll understand this thing. When you're in other cities, we're going to be in Dallas. I don't know when this drops this weekend, but when we go to the shows, that's going to be the thing that those people are doing that night. They're coming out. They're going to dinner. Maybe
that's their plan.
That's their comedy show, and that's what we're doing on Friday night. In New York, you do a show at Gotham, and you got people who are there who are like, I went out to dinner before this. Now I'm going to this. Then I'm going to this club. Then I'm going to this thing.
A late party.
Right. You're like thing 2 in a 4-thing night. So they don't have to care about how they behave at your thing.
It's just one tiny blip on
one
the evening.
blip on a whole evening. This guy, for most people, sleeping in a car is their one thing that they do
or
that
getting
night.
hit by a car.
Or getting hit by a car,
big
or harassing people at a grocery
store. That's your night out.
And he's doing all these things.
All of them.
And going to a comedy show.
And going to a comedy show.
And ruining it.
He killed.
And not paying attention.
The fact that this guy just was on his phone the whole time.
I made that show better.
It's bothersome.
Deputies asked the prowler about the incident. He said he remembered it getting hit by the car. He refused medical treatment.
Did he remember that from all the way a couple of hours earlier?
Yeah, I know.
I can tell you when
there's something in my past I remember about that.
A dog bit me in 1978. This guy got hit by a car earlier in the evening.
Yeah.
Deputies guessed he was coming down. They asked him how he could have been sleeping in the car all day if he'd been at the grocery store earlier. The man said he was concussed. Well, that's a good card to play.
Wait.
By the way, great card.
The man said, I'm concussed.
I'm concussed.
Which is a good sign of not being concussed.
Right.
Yeah, I've never heard concussed before. I will use it for the rest of my life.
Concussed.
You want to get concussed, Ruby?
I'll concuss you. I'll concuss you out.
Did you just threaten your daughter on our podcast?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Yeah, Ruby, you're going to get concussed.
I'll concuss you out.
What about the backpack? That's literally the next sentence in this.
Okay.
Stop.
The man said someone gave it to him. The deputies told him he'd been seen taking it out of the car. I hope you just go, I am concussed. What do you guys
What else do you want?
understand?
The man said that couldn't be right. Then he changed his story and admitted to taking it, blaming his concussion.
Yes.
As I mentioned before, I'm concussed.
I don't know if you heard
Hello,
that.
you'll see my earlier statement on your report there where I highlight my concussion.
Guys,
Do you mind if I tweak my statement? Can I just do a couple of tweaks?
Of course.
Yeah, okay. I was concussed.
Okay, fine.
This may be the concussion talking, but guys, I don't know what I'm doing here. I can't even remember.
As per my concussion.
As per the concussion discussion we were having earlier.
Get out of here on this. The
concussion
deputies.
discussion, though, is my favorite. That's my favorite Schoolhouse Rock.
Concussion
discussion. What's your
memory loss?
Concussion.
He got hit by a car and bonked his head on the windshield.
Concussion. What's your discussion?
Yeah.
Playing football in the NFL.
Right. Why am I in this room?
CTE.
The deputies took the man to his home where his parents lived. Yeah. Although they make it seem like his parents
are living in his
him.
house. Yeah.
Wait, Dan, so story number 3 has elements of story 1 and 2 in it.
Yeah. I think he might be double trolling us.
I think this is everybody. Story 3 was like, we're going to take all the things you loved out of story 1 and all the things you loved out of story 2.
Yeah.
Please tell me someone hit his mom with like a bottle of Crown Royal.
The deputies took the man to his home where the parents lived and told him the incident would be forwarded to county prosecutors for possible charging decision, which means they arrested him on nothing. They just let the DA decide, do you want to
This guy's
going to run this guy
Suspicion of rummaging.
Yeah.
Suspicion of rummaging.
That's it. That's
Sleeping.
the story.
Well, that's trespassing.
All from one blotter,
That
all
is
from one town.
It's trespassing. You can't sleep in someone else's
No,
car. And he
100%.
stole stuff, so there's
He's got
thievery.
2 reasons to,
He concussed, he trespassed.
He damaged a car, damaged property. I would get him on criminal mischief just for the hell of it.
Sure.
That's always a fun one.
He'll get you on what are we talking about?
Yeah.
There you go. We get you on I Was Concussed.
Yeah.
There you go. There's
the
the
show.
show.
There's the
Daniel,
show.
thank you very much. 80 miles. Again,
So
follow
fun.
him. 80 miles on Twitter, on Instagram.
It's a great follow. We do it. We're really excited for hopefully these projects that you're working on to come out.
Yes.
And to keep having you. We'll have you back on this show.
I can't wait to come back. That was so fun, guys.
Love it. And oh shit, we got to get back to work.
Dum 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 dum. Stick around, make a sound, calm you down, it's Dump You People Town.
Starburns Audio, a podcast network.